What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, darling, come on. You're not going to be grumpy.
I repeat, what the hell are you doing here?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
No, it isn't. I mean, isn't this a Travis Day?
Well, I've already spent time with him.
Well, then I guess I'm a little bit confused. Maybe you better go over the rules with me again.
Jack, I'm here. That's all that matters, right?
No, you see, that doesn't work for me. Being an attorney, I kind of get stuck on the finer points.
Oh, Jack. What? What points?
Well, I mean, doesn't the evening belong to the other guy?
Look, I'm just trying to spend some time alone with you. I mean, you said that's what you wanted, and I'm just trying to make the man I love happy. You were so upset earlier, and...
Upset? Oh, no, Erica. You haven't seen upset. But if you're not outside this room and inside of 30 seconds, you are going to see upset that'll make your hair fall out.
Wow.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, you want to keep dancing?
I do, but I got to get back to work. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, I'll be sitting back down there at the table down there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'll see you.
Okay.
Emily Ann.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Rockefeller. Back at my post.
I'm not worried in the least. Why, you have won the hearts of all you serve. I want to express my desire that you might be able to squeeze in a little time with me after work tonight. Just a few minutes. I have something important I want to talk to you about.
What is it?
Well, well, look, another one of your conquests, another customer calling to you. You best hi there before you break his heart, too. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
All right. Certainly, dear.
I'm telling you, yes. Billy, Clyde, and John H. Rockefeller are one and the same.
You're crazy. I met this Rockefeller guy.
You met Walter Bob Faraday. He's impersonated more sheriffs and preachers than any Hollywood actor.
What?
Billy Clyde paid him to fool you.
That means he's been with Emmy every day.
I'm so sorry, honey. But that snake bought the Cyclops and put on that phony Rockefeller ID so he could be next to your little girl.
Oh, my gosh. She's over there now. I gotta get over there.
No,
I gotta get to her.
You can't go there. You can't.
How's it going on those bills?
Well, we should make it through this month, but I don't know about next month.
This isn't working.
Nope.
How about we talk about this, Tad? You know, we gotta talk about it, otherwise how are we gonna find a way through all these problems, huh?
Problem is singular, and you know damn well what to do about it.
Tad,
It's real simple, Dixie. You cut Palmer Cortland out of our lives, end of problem. No problem at all.
I've told you how I feel about my family. Blood ties
Yeah, I'm
are
getting real
important
sick about
to me.
hearing what blood ties mean to you. Real sick of it.
What are you doing? Where are you going? Okay, fine. When will you be back? I will not be ordered out.
Fine, then I will ask you to leave politely. Please, leave.
Jack, why are you acting like this?
Erica, you are unbelievable. Do you know that?
All right. Look, I can understand. I can absolutely understand why you would be a little angry.
A little angry?
I hated the fact that we were arguing. That's why I came here. I came because I wanted to make it all up.
No, don't try that. You came here to see if I was in bed with Natalie. And now that you can obviously see that I am not, please leave.
How rude.
Yes, you have been.
I think that I have behaved beautifully.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. After the way you humiliated me, flaunting Natalie like that in front of me, that you know that was meant to hurt me.
Yeah, and how do you think I felt? Seeing the woman I'm engaged to with another man, dating another man, my brother, for Pete's sake. Don't you think I have any feelings? This whole thing it's idiotic.
Well, now you're repeating yourself.
Good, then maybe it will sink in. Because let me tell you, this him one day, me the next day, it's ridiculous. It's demeaning, it's juvenile, and I hate it.
Do you have anything else you would like to say?
Yes, I do. As long as you go on dating my brother, I am going to see other women.
You can't do that.
You don't think I'm going to let you have it both ways, do you?
Oh, is this some sort of a threat?
No, I'm just letting you know that I'm trying to even out the stakes here a little bit. I mean, if I have to risk losing you to Travis, then you can just risk losing me to whoever.
Natalie?
Yeah, maybe Natalie. Yeah.
Natalie?
Well, you never know how these things turn out, do you?
Oh, come on. Natalie Hunter, a murderess? She killed my sister.
Erica.
She tried to kill me.
Erica.
I don't really even see how you could even have a date with this mentally ill-bleached blonde.
Erica, this is not about Natalie.
You don't want to date now.
I don't want to date anybody, not even you.
What?
Erica, I want to marry you. But since you've told me that I can't do that, and since you've allotted me only every other night, I decided that I should institute some new rules into this game in the interest of fair play.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. From now on, when you're out with my brother, I'm out with whomever I choose.
Well, I could never countenance that. No way.
Well, you better countenance it, sister. Because if you don't, this game is over.
I ain't do anything! Nicely done. That's better quite a rough.
Yeah, well, I seen rougher.
Yeah, well, you've seen it all, haven't you, Clyde?
Yeah, well, my sister and I, we learned early on when to run and when to hide, you know?
How is your dear sister?
She's doing all right. I just wish I could send her some more money. I kind of need a little cash from my brother, you know, my little brother. That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. Rockefeller.
What's that, lad?
I was wondering if you had any extra work I could do, you know, extra jobs or something to make some cash on the side. For my little brother, I kind of want to get him away from my old man, if you know what I mean.
You've had great burdens placed upon you, son.
I don't like to think about it that way. It's just something I got to do, that's all.
Now, that is admirable. That is most admirable. And, of course, you got that matter of that rich gal that you're sparking there. I bet taking her out flattens your wallet some.
Well, we don't see each other that much.
Well, be that as it may, I'm afraid I haven't got any extra jobs just floating around just now. I'm sorry, Trask. I know how important your family is to you. I tell you, let me cut you. Wait a minute. There is something. It's a little delicate. That's going to require some push and vinegar, but then that's what you got aplenty, huh?
What are we talking about here?
Well, we're talking about a favor, a great personal favor. Now, without saying too much, I will reveal that it has to do with this refuse company that I have recently hired.
Oh, you mean the garbage company?
Them garbonis have taken it into their mind to give me a little squeeze every once in a while. Now, to keep a sordid story short, I will say that I'm going to have to find a way to kind of skittle around paying city taxes and tickets. So I'm going to have to find a way to grease some palms.
You're going to need some grease to do it.
Exactly. I like that. And to obtain said grease, I'm going to have to ask my food distributors for a few extra cases of food. You know, sobre la mesa, of course. Quite off the record.
You think they're going to go for it?
If they don't, then I shall be forced to deal with other food distributors. But if you could handle these arrangements between these parties concerned, it would take a great weight off of my mind. And of course, it would be symbiotic. I would pay you handsomely for your favors.
You talking legal here?
Hey, do you drive 55? I mean, this is the way of the world. This is business. It's a shame we can't all be angels, but it's troublesome. It is irksome, to be sure, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Well, here's Claude right now. Now, let's see you give Mr. Richmond the good news about the couple of extra cases of food.
All right. Mr. Richmond, I spoke to Mr. Richmond's assistant. I was talking back in the kitchen for a while. We could get a few extra cases of food, you know, maybe something that could kind of expand our business a bit. And,
I gotta go, Liddy. This isn't the way.
I cannot let him tell Emily Ann he's her father. It would kill her.
Donna, be careful. I have never seen Billy Clyde like this over anybody. It's as if Emily Ann is the very air he breathes. You take that girl away from him, and you are playing a very dangerous game.
I am not gonna let him take over her life.
I understand, but he is nuts over this, believe me. He threatened to kill me if I let on to you about him being a Rockefeller. That's why I didn't tell you long ago. I know I should have, and I'm sorry. I'm real sorry, but I was afraid.
No, it's all right. You're telling me now. That's okay. But I gotta stop him.
Donna, be careful. Please don't let on where you heard about
No,
him.
of course I won't. I won't. I'll just happen to walk into Cyclops, and when I catch sight of Billy Clyde, I'll be the most surprised woman you ever saw.
You think you can pull that off?
For my daughter,
Maybe you should take Chuck along with you.
Billy would kill me for sure.
Honey, you need protection.
Look, Billy is spooked about Chuck. He threatened me if I even hinted to Chuck that he was back in town. He'd tell Emmy everything on the spot. This is something I gotta do alone.
She's walking straight into disaster.
Hi, Ted.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just driving by, saw the lights in the window, and smelled those chocolate chip cookies you just made all the way in the front yard.
Really?
Yeah, I thought if I asked nicely, you might give me a few and maybe a glass of milk.
Milk and cookies, eh? What do you think?
It sounds like a cover story to me.
Come on, guys. I mean, does a person need a reason to visit his parents at night these days?
At this late hour, when he's having problems at home.
It's not necessarily that.
I know, darling. It's okay. It's really okay. Look, I saw Dixie earlier at the hospital.
Yes, we know you're going through some hard times.
Why don't I get us those cookies and the three of us can talk, okay?
Ma, why don't just forget the cookies, all right?
Things kind of rough?
Yeah.
Well, glad you came over.
There's nowhere else to go. I mean, I was so angry. I thought that I was too angry to stay.
Sit. Just sit.
Why is it I can never seem to do anything right?
Oh, come on, you've done lots of things right. One of the things you've done right is your marriage. But marriage, any kind of marriage, takes work.
Apparently. You know, I don't understand this. I mean, I thought Dixie and I had something really, really wonderful, very unique, something that could make this work, you know.
Darling, look, you and Dixie need to talk to each other.
Why? There's nothing left to say.
Oh, of course there is. Two kids love each other the way you do. There's always a way.
No. I'm fresh out of miracles, Dad. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, Palmer Cortland has finally won.
I don't want to hear that.
We've tried. I've tried. As far as I'm concerned, we don't have a marriage.
I try to see things his way. I really do. But I can't give up my family, you know? I can't do that. I can't give up Dad.
Oh, you love him.
Of course I love him. You know, when everything's rotten, I mean really rotten, he was always there for me. You know? He would come and hold my hand, or he'd do silly things to make me laugh. Or he'd promise me miracles. And he'd come through. Every time he came through. He's the one that got me out of that sanitarium. He's the one that got me my baby back. He's the one that made me want to live again. He's wonderful, you know.
Sweetheart. You deserve someone who's going to be wonderful to you all the time, no matter what.
He's done that.
Even when times get rough.
He's always there. Well, always. What do I do for him?
Well, you stood by him, too. Heck, he went out and got a job because he can't support his family.
Well, I mean, it's not his fault that his business isn't working now.
You put up with the world's worst mother-in-law.
Well, it's not exactly his fault either.
Maybe not.
That's
Maybe.
genetics.
But you put up with her way too long.
I guess I thought when I married Dad, I married his family. It's just, Opal's his family.
And Uncle Palmer and Laney and I are yours.
I know. He should put up with Uncle Palmer, shouldn't he?
It's really not that much to ask.
No. But he did do some really mean things.
Uncle Palmer never meant to hurt you. He always thought he was doing the right thing.
But Tad means well, too.
Of course he does. Sure he does. Sure he does. And just because he's proud and stubborn doesn't mean he can't be a fantastic husband one day.
He's a fantastic husband right now, though. I mean, he's wonderful. He's a wonderful daddy, Junior. We love him so much. I mean, we couldn't survive without him.
You've always got us, kiddo.
I know. Ted's my husband. He's the man that I want to live with the rest of my life. And I guess if I want to keep him, I gotta give in. It's a choice I gotta make, sooner or later. I can't exactly imagine choosing Uncle Palmer over Tad.
So, what's it gonna be?
So I have to let you see other women even though you don't want to see other women?
That's it.
Well, it doesn't make much sense, Counselor.
Take it or leave it.
Well, I certainly don't want to lose you.
Well, it seems to me your choice is pretty clear, isn't it?
All right. Much as I really hate this. All right, you can see other women.
Fair is fair.
I really hate this.
Join the club.
You were right, you know. I did come up here to tear Natalie's hair out. I would tear out any woman's hair. I don't want to share you, Jack. I just hate being away from you.
So much it hurts to be apart for even an hour, let alone a whole day. So much that you can't think about anything else. Unless, of course, you're this close. And then you can't think about anything else except making love.
You know the answer to that.
Maybe I think we've hit on something with this deal. I don't think I've ever wanted you any more than I do right now.
Me too. I can't.
Why?
Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair to Travis.
All is fair in love and war.
Which is this.
This is love. You know what? They'll go away.
You better go and see who it is. Anyway.
Don't you move.
All right.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
No, not now. We don't.
Now. Something's got to be settled here, Jackson. This was supposed to be my day, wasn't it? And it's not midnight yet, is it?
No, it isn't. And yes, before you say another word, let me just admit myself that I have broken my own rules. But Jack's date had to be dealt with.
Well, of course, that was carefully planned by Jackson, wasn't it? I mean, what surprises me, though, is a savvy woman like you falling for a gimmick like that.
Gimmick?
Yeah, gimmick, ploy, whatever you want to call it. You use Natalie to make Erica jealous.
Oh, I see. You mean the way you use Bianca?
No, Jack, Travis never used
Oh,
Bianca.
come on. Don't buy that for a second. Why do you think you're not wearing my engagement ring, huh? It's because Travis told you that Bianca didn't want to see it on your finger. Come on, don't play this game.
I wouldn't consider this a game.
You don't? What do you consider it, the final showdown then? Are you going to show me who the best man is? Best man. Now, there's a joke. Imagine me asking him to be my best man.
Jack, come on, don't.
Don't forget one thing about Travis. He'll do anything he has to do to get what he wants.
Well, at least I stay within the boundaries.
Sure, you stay within the boundaries, but just sink to any level.
No, that's your specialty, Jackson. I seem to remember a certain United States Senate campaign that I won. That was ruined for me by your lack of ethics.
Still running from your own mistakes, aren't you?
Still hiding from the truth, aren't you?
Go to hell, Travis.
Ah, temper. Temper, Jackson. You know, that's gotten the better of you before. It clouds your judgment. Temper and envy, and jealousy. Always want what Big Brother has.
Listen, Erica and I had a wedding date set. And what does my big brother do? He uses the illness of a little girl to gum things up.
You've never known what honor or responsibility is, Jackson, and now you fancy yourself you're going to be a faithful husband? How long is it going to be before you reach for the little black book?
Now that's it. That's really just enough. I'm not going to stand for this anymore.
Are you ready to go? You know, you told me I could take you home.
Yeah, Mr. Rockefeller wants to talk to me first.
Oh, okay, well, you go ahead. I'll just hang out, all right?
You don't mind?
No, I'll just be waiting right here.
Okay.
All right.
You didn't have any trouble with Clyde, did you?
No, sir. He saw the light, if you know what I mean. We're going to have 3 extra cases.
3?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you are good. Here, allow me to reward you for your talent. Here, take $50. There you are.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Oh, no, let's make it 75.
Wow, this is really going to help out. I mean, if there's any other thing I could do for you, Mr. Rockefeller, you just say the word.
Rest assured, there will be numerous opportunities for you to come to my assistance. Sir Knight.
All right, well, I got to take off, okay? Thanks again.
Indeed.
Rockefeller.
Oh,
Did I do anything wrong?
why on earth would you think that you had done something wrong?
Because you wanted to talk to me after I was finished working and
Couldn't the thing I wanted to speak to you about be something good? My. To think that your expectations were on the negative side.
So that I'm doing an okay job.
Dear, you are by far and away the best worker I have ever had.
Really?
Positively. Why, if all that were in my employ were like you, I would be a millionaire. But that which I wish to speak to you of is really absolutely unrelated to your performance here at Cyclops.
Oh, what is it?
Well, see, it's a surprise that came to me. It's a most wondrous surprise. I have this piece of information
Mom.
that...
Mom, you remember Mr. Rockefeller?
Mr. Rockefeller. You guys met before, right?
For sure, I remember. How are you, Mrs. Fago?
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Rockefeller. How nice to see you again. What's up? Nothing. I was just at a Tupperware party at Ethel's, and I thought I'd drop by and give you a lift home.
Oh, that's nice. Joey Martin's taking me home.
Joey.
Joey? Promised me.
Oh, I see.
Oh, first, Mr. Rockefeller wanted to talk to me. What is it you wanted to say?
Well, if Joey's looking to take you home, I think this conversation can wait for another time.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I certainly wouldn't want to stand in the way of you children having fun, going out and having fun. Well, of course, it's all right with Mama.
Sure, honey, go ahead. Okay. Good night.
Good night. And you take care of my girl now, here.
What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
When did you get to be John Henry, and what are you doing here? And what were you going to tell Emily Ann?
This is a multitude of questions, but I shall attempt to enlighten you with most alacrity. Now, as my role of entrepreneur and owner of Cyclops, I have adopted the name of John Henry Rockefeller. It's my nom de plume, so to speak. It's my business identity.
You're a piece of work, Billy Clyde.
Thank you.
What was all that about Florida? I mean, you're here. And who was that guy that I met said he was you?
Oh, he is good, isn't he?
You did this to get next to Emily Ann. You've been with her every single day, haven't you?
Now, don't be giving yourself apoplexy, young lady.
What were you going to tell her tonight, Billy Clyde? You promised me. You swore to me.
In my own good time.
Good time? What? Tonight was your own good time to destroy her life?
You certainly do get hit up fast, don't you?
So help me, Billy.
Now, calm yourself, woman. Calm yourself. This is my bailiwick. And I had no intention of telling that gal that I was her pappy tonight. It ain't the only thing I got on my mind, you know.
You think I believe that?
Whether or not you believe that, I run a nightclub. And I have certain details on entertainment that I have to finalize. For your information, I was going to speak with her about the song fest that is coming up with the Glamorettes. It's in next week, you know.
You don't actually believe that I am going to let her do that? She has never set foot in this place again.
I've spent near half my life not knowing I had me a beautiful little child. And now I sure as hell ain't gonna let any old ex-Cupid doll tell me I cannot be near her. Nothing is gonna stop me, Donna Beck. Nothing and nobody. You listen to me good.
I mean it. This has got to stop. I love you both. This is tearing me apart.
Look, I did not create the situation.
Well, I can't stand watching it.
Well, then stop it, Erica, because you're the only one who can.
Oh, come on, you know very well it's not as simple as that. Now, I thought that we had all three of us agreed to try to work this out, and we all knew it was going to be complicated.
I don't think any one of us knew just what to expect.
You're not enjoying this, are you?
How can you even ask me that? You think that I might perhaps enjoy being torn in every different direction every day?
No.
Trying to please everybody? You two, Bianca? I would like nothing better than to put us all out of our misery. But I can't even begin to think about a clear resolution to this with the two of you hammering away at each other every single day.
I thought I was making things more clear.
I thought I was stating my case.
What you are doing is you are succeeding in making me feel that I wish I never met you, both of you.
Look, if I have been overbearing, I apologize.
Yeah, well, if I've lost my temper, I promise to try to keep a handle on it in the future.
I'll give you your room.
I'll stick to the rules.
Unfortunately, you have both made those promises before, and I just don't know anymore. I just don't know if any rules or any arrangement or that this can work at all, anyway.
What do you mean?
I think maybe I just shouldn't see either one of you for a while.
Darling, you don't mean what you said. You're tired and you're discouraged. Your marriage is not over.
I don't see the point in continuing.
Tad, it's so early in your marriage. You can't call it quits.
Joe's right, honey. You've got to give yourself a chance to work through the problem.
I have been as reasonable as I know how.
Are you sure that that is really true?
I've tried to explain to him how I feel about family.
You shouldn't have to explain. He knows how important it is to you.
Family matters to him, too.
Sure. Sure, his family. Doesn't seem like ours counts.
Well, how can that be? I mean, he went through hell trying to get Junior back. And he worked with Uncle Palmer then, too.
You'd think after all that he wouldn't be able to turn on Uncle Palmer. Or on you.
Darling, you and Dixie went through so much grief before you were even free to fall in love. Don't you think you can get through this, too? Talk about it. Find some common ground.
Compromise.
We have been through some pretty tough times together.
And you managed to get through them, yes. You can do it again. I know you can.
Maybe Tad doesn't have the endurance. Maybe the long haul's too much for him.
But he stuck with me during that horrible stuff with Adam.
Well, maybe he's all played out. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's had it with family entanglements.
You really think he feels that way? He doesn't care about me anymore?
I'm sure he cares about you, but he's treating you like you're too darn much trouble.
You really think that?
I'm sorry, Dix. My advice is to cut your losses and get out.
If you stay cool long enough to see that Dixie is the important one here, not Palmer Cortland, your marriage will have a good chance.
You really think it'll work?
Yes. I think the love you two have for each other is worth any effort to save.
Keep working at it, honey. Just don't give up.
Okay. You're still young. You got a full life ahead of you. Don't wait too long, Dixie.
I can't stand the thought of being alone.
Give up on a hopeless cause and come back to those of us who really love you. To fight it, it's over.
We got here kind of quick.
I don't live that far away.
It almost must be nice, working so close to home and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping maybe we'd have a little more time, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the lift.
You're welcome.
No, really, I thought it was really nice of you to, wait to drive me home like that.
Oh. Well, it's more than that. Kinda.
It's more?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe we'd get a chance to talk. I mean, if you want to,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
Really?
Come on in.
Okay.
Actually, I'm glad that you wanted to stay. I mean, I'd like to talk, too.
You would? You do? Really?
So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, the dance. Yeah, the dance, this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, I mean,
Yeah, I think that we'll have a good time.
I mean, normally I don't like those kind of things. I mean, being all uncomfortable and everything, but I think we'll have a good time.
Yeah, that's what I think, too.
Tell me about the gig you got going at the Cyclops.
Oh, yeah. Charlotte and I were working out a lot of the same songs that we did before, but I think it'll be pretty good.
Well, I bet. You're a good, great singer.
Thank you. It's getting late, and I have school in the morning and a test to study for.
Okay, I guess I better go then.
Thanks again for the lift.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. It's really my pleasure. Guess I better get going.
Okay.
Good night.
Night.
Can't threaten me.
You were born dim, and the passage of time ain't brightened you not 1 kilowatt. I can't threaten you. I can feel your teeth shaking. You are scared to death, child.
I won't let you tell Emily Ann the truth.
Oh, my.
I gave you $10,000. You promised you wouldn't tell her. You promised you'd leave town.
Oh, didn't I tell you? Oh, that job in St. Pete's fell through. I just guess I'm gonna have to stay here and run Cyclops.
Stop it! You are the most vile, disgusting creature who ever walked on 2 feet, and I hope whatever swamp you crawled out of swallows you whole, slowly and painfully.
Now, as much as I enjoy your metaphorical, vexated outbursts, please may I remind you that you, like myself, are a mere human being. Now, anger will stress, depress, and squinch the soul, so take a deep breath. For your information, I've absolutely no intention of telling my sweet child who I am. Not for the now. Not as long as I can be near her.
What?
No more putting a wedge in between me and my daughter. No more attempts to get her to leave town, and no more trying to get her to quit her job.
For once in your life, Billy, do something decent.
Can't you give me the tiniest little shred of credit. Now, I missed all those years of watching my child grow. Can you blame me for wanting to give her all that is best now? Huh, can you? This is why I've been working so hard to try and promote her singing career. I want my child to be happy at what she does best. Now, what is so wrong with that? I love that child. I love and I want only the best for her.
You want only the best for you.
How can you say such a hurtful thing to me? Donna, look, the passage of years changes people. And just as you have turned several new leaves, I too have changed myself profoundly. I'm now capable of great love. What, can't you see the way I'm treating her? Can't you? I'm trying to be supportive. I am trying to be her friend.
Stay away from her!
Now, don't you think that would give her great suspicion if I did? If John Henry was just to fall off the edge of the world? No. I do not think that is smart. And if you get the idea to get her to try and quit again, I tell you, it's gonna seriously crimp that little child's dreams and her music.
Oh, Billy, please.
No, that even might get her to hate you. It would put a permanent rift between you two. And then I would make it even more permanent by telling that child, indeed, that I am her pappy. How do you like them apples, huh?
I see. That was just bull you were spouting about loving her so much,
You back
huh?
your forked-tongued woman. I love that child. I love her sincerely and purely.
No. If you loved her, you would never even think about telling her.
You hold the cards. You don't cooperate? I'll tell her. You tell Dr. Spock about me? I tell her. Huh? It's your play, sweetheart. You want to play rough? I will rough ride you up San Juan Hill. That's the bottom line. So what's it gonna be?
Erica, that is not the answer.
No, you can't stop seeing me.
Well, I can't go on being torn apart every day by this fighting. I mean, this has got to stop.
Then it'll stop. Yeah, you've absolutely seen the last of the fighting, really.
Oh, I wish I could believe that.
You can't, right?
Right. Look, I don't want to hurt you.
And you know that I would never, ever do anything to hurt you.
All right. Then calm and peace. Remember that?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, then I will say goodnight. Excuse me. Good night.
Good night, Erica. Where are you going?
You got something to say?
Yes, I do. The form of a little brotherly warning. If you ever use Bianca to get to Erica again, I am going to come at you with everything I've got. You understand me?
Everything you've got, huh?
That's right.
It won't be enough.
Honey, hi. Honey, surprised you're still up. Well, I've got a test in this tomorrow, so I thought I'd better study. Gosh, what took you so long? Oh, I was having a conversation with your boss. I figured it wouldn't hurt to get to know him better. Good. You know, I'm glad that you're realizing how nice he is. You know, he helped me get a job. He's helping me out incredibly with the singing. Yeah. And you know, he says the nicest things to me. It's funny because I'm beginning to think of him more like a friend than a boss. You know? He's almost like... Almost like what? Well, He's sort of fatherly in a way. I mean, I know he's really corny and everything, but... Well, somehow I know that he's sincere. You know, he really wants what's best for me, Mom. I like that.
Angel. Who could help wanting what's best for you?
Which, at the moment, is definitely bed. So, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, honey. I love you so much. You mean the whole world to me.
Mom, you're gonna see me in the morning. I'm just going to bed.
I just wanted you to know how much I love you.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. Good night.
Good night. What am I gonna do?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you making so much noise?
You should not be doing that when your mommy has had such a hard day. Yes, she's had a terrible day. She's had an awful day. As a matter of fact, you should see her right now. She's downstairs on the couch, sacked out, which is exactly what you should be doing. And you know it. Here, play with this. As a matter of fact, we'd all appreciate it if you would get a little shy, because I've had a hard day, too. You know that? See? Don't I look awful? So, yeah, Daddy, you look like Drek. Oh, yes. You know why? Because I've had a lot to think about, little one. I've had an awful lot to think about, and contrary to what people in town may tell you, your dad is very good at thinking. As a matter of fact, today, I think I found the answer to everybody's problems. Yeah, I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do to take care of this predicament. Exactly.